Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first gameplay for the Tog II. That's right, the super heavy tank for Great Britain that is currently rank 3, battle rating 5.3. This is a very interesting vehicle. This is the reward that you can get by playing War Thunder during the 11th anniversary and is just absolutely crazy. Like, look how big this thing is, yet it only has a 119% visibility because it's not all that tall. It's just a very, very long tank, thanks to this incredibly huge power pack setup, right? Huge transmission, huge engine, huge fuel tanks. You guys know the deal. So that said, this thing doesn't really have the greatest armor. 101 millimeters, 127, 101. Not incredibly good, but it does have a really, really good cannon with a fantastic reload rate. So these reload rates that you see here, these are just the standard reload rates without any crew modifications, but that's what you see on the test drive. Now, if you go to the crew card, as you can see down here, you can see the real stats. I'm getting a 6.4 second reload with an expert crew. It can go all the way down to a 6-second reload for a 94 millimeter cannon. Now go over to the gunners and you have a 31 degree per second turret traverse. Absolutely insane. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead because why not, right? So now I'm getting a little bit closer to 6.3 seconds now. Pretty damn crazy. Now, interestingly as well, you do also have the Tog II GWP, Great War Pattern, which basically by having that, you do get these two gunner ports over here, and also you get a 76 millimeter howitzer that can shoot smoke grenades, or smoke shells rather, which in my opinion is pretty damn well worth it. So that being said, let's go ahead, get into a few matches, see what we could do with this thing. But man, oh man, what a meme vehicle. This thing is huge. And ever since it was very first added to the files, it went from 4.7 BR to 5.3. So let's see if this is a reasonably good BR for it. Let's get into it. So one of the interesting things about this vehicle is that it's so incredibly slow that it pretty much has its own stabilizer. As you can see here, I'm going 14 kilometers per hour top speed, and it doesn't really bounce, which is great. I mean, it's not really great. I'd rather it be a little bit faster than this, like, I don't know, let's say a good 70 kilometers per hour, but not everything can be had. So may as well look on the bright side of it. Also, watch this. I'm about to be real annoying here. Okay, I don't know where okay, wow, actually, that was fired really well. I cannot complain about that. I was not expecting it to land right there. Now, I've played this thing a little bit thus far, and I will tell you guys this. It's a death trap. It's got such a ridiculously small, at least relative to the overall size of this tank, like crew compartment, that's loaded with ammunition. I've got, actually, I should really probably bring a lot less ammunition than this, but it has just such a ridiculously small crew compartment that everyone dies as soon as you get shot. And that really, really sucks. So let's go ahead and move over here. Hopefully we can get ourselves something. Also, at 5.3 BR, this is currently 5.3. I think that might be a little bit high. Gaiju might be a little bit high for putting it to that, because this thing can get penned by anything, and it's too slow to really defend itself. You know, it's got a great cannon, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It just seems a touch high in my experience thus far. Oh, we have an enemy. Had an enemy. Very nice. Look at that. PT-76. He just got togged. Ooh, I'm going to start saying that from now on. Ooh, wouldn't that be so cool if I could get myself a base cap with the Tog? How often does that happen? We got someone over here, though. Well, actually, this might be the first Tog base cap in an actual match in War Thunder history. You might be witnessing history here, as this might also be the last time that a Tog ever caps a base. Wow, look at that! Tog base cap. You guys just witness history. But watch, if I get shot, it's going to be a one-shot death. This thing is a death trap, man. Oh, come on, really? What is going on here? I also got shot by this guy. That's so rude, my man. Don't you hate when people just hide there? It's the worst. Also, I'm genuinely shocked I did not get killed by that. Ooh, I got the cannon barrel. Lucky me. Lucky me. Oh, I didn't get the kill. Oh, Still didn't. Okay, now I got the kill. Triple lucky me. Now, one other thing I've been noticing about this vehicle is that it is so incredibly slow. Another big problem with it, and this is shared by things like the T95, T28 mouse, that you really just don't see a ton of action, right? Like, this is the way that this vehicle should be played, probably first and foremost, is as a sniper. You know, it's got a really good cannon. The muzzle velocity on the cannon is not fantastic. It's only around 800 meters per second. Not terrible, especially for a vehicle like this. But, you know, in general, like, with that armor pen... Oop! Bomb! Knocked out a track. It only takes 24 seconds to replace a track like this. But... Ooh, we have an enemy. Oh, it's not an enemy. That's a friend! Man, this KV-85 has been helping me this entire match. Innuendo bot, 5,000, thank you. You're my best friend today. Next to my kitten mittens. But, that said, I mean, like, the range and all that, like, you can get, at 2,000 meters, 30 degrees, 123 millimeters of armor pen. Which is really nice. You know, like, for a vehicle like this, for a weapon like this, that's really solid. I mean, quite literally, it's a solid shot. But, it's nice, you know? You're not going to always get that. But again, it's about, you're not going to be able to get to those spots very often. Those spots where you can snipe, because this thing is just too slow to do it. So you're almost kind of forced to kind of go wherever you can to find an enemy, rather than, you know, wait for enemies. Like, you're not going to be able to wait for anybody in this. They're going to be waiting for you. So before we get into this second match, some important things to note. This is kind of like the vertical elevation of both the main gun and also the howitzer, which is cool. Also, I don't think, and I'll check it after this match, I don't think that you can carry fewer of the shells. So I decided to carry fewer of the main gun shells, which is nice, but look at all that. That's well over 20 shells. So it's obviously counting the smoke shells here as part of your ammunition loadout, which is thus letting me, or giving me, tons of ammo rack deaths. I mean, literally, every single time I die in this thing, it's an ammo rack death. And I think it's largely because of these shells. Also, I've kind of determined that the howitzer that this thing has around a, give or take, around a half-kilometer range, if you guys were ever wondering. See you later. Woo! I got lucky. This thing was about to be lit up like a Zippo lighter, man. Holy guacamole. Like, when I say this thing is a death trap, I mean it, 100%. In its current configuration, I personally think its BR is a touch too high. 5.3 is not, like, its cannon is okay for this, or even great for this BR, but otherwise it is a bit lacking insofar as armor, movement speed especially, to really be able to say that this thing is worthy of being 5.3 BR. Why did he just, like, tell me exactly where he was by doing that? What a silly move. Another silly move. 2 kills in a row. Now, again, you pretty much have to wait for the enemy to find you, unfortunately, with this vehicle. It's a really good vehicle once you can actually shoot at an enemy, but it's, you know, you're almost kind of artificially limited in how many enemies you're going to be able to see or fight. In many ways. I'm actually genuinely surprised I got the most kills on my team. I don't know how that happened. That's crazy. Okay, that was a Locust. I don't know why he was there. But then again, I mean, why are Locusts anywhere in this game? I mean, like, you see them at every BR. Every BR. They are the ultimate meme tank. Now, I remember one of the things also that I noticed when it came to this vehicle. A lot of people, or some people, damn it, I could have had, you know, if I was a little bit quicker on the draw, I probably could have had 7 kills thus far. But a lot of people were saying, oh, well, you know, the tank, if you, you know, they're going to be firing into the back of this thing. I have not experienced that yet. With the exception of those 2 Shermans before, like, that is the only time it's ever happened where I've ever seen anybody firing into the back of this thing. And, you know, some people might also say, well, tank is down. Why don't you just drive this thing in reverse? I kind of want to, but then you kill your gun depression. which I'm not going to do. I really don't care to do that. I'm not that type of player anyways, but you would also limit your offensive capabilities, which is just not my thing. If somebody shoots me from the back, that's fine. But I'm not just going to drive around like, you know, rear end backwards, you know, A backwards, so to speak. Not going to curse on my channel if I can help it. At least not like, you know. Not that that's a curse. I mean, that's another word for donkey, I guess, but. Oh, yeah, also, second base cap in history by a Tog. Maybe this isn't as rare as I'm thinking it might be. I've actually got a good... I remember once I had a match with the mouse where I had... Ooh, look at that. Lucky me, huh? Where I had 3 base caps, I think it was, with the Tog. Pretty damn cool. We have a final enemy. Ah! Don't think I'm going to get the kill. If the match is going to run out, maybe, maybe not. Got the kill right before the match ended. 7 kills, 1 base cap. Tog II rules. Wow. Now, also, it doesn't appear as though those gun modifications on the side there, as though they do anything. As you can see, nothing fires from them, and also there are no guns there. Unfortunately. Nice, got the gunner and loader. We're doing something here. Again, this is one of the problems that I kind of suspected would happen with the fact that this has solid shot exclusively outside of course, its HE shell. It's the fact that even though it's solid shot, you know, it's huge, you really miss that extra damage that you would otherwise get from having HE filled shells. Someone just shoot me on that over here? You know, HE filled armor piercing shells, like APCBC, for example. Sorry, man. What? What? Now I got you. There you go. I was like, I got a little ahead of myself there. But again, I mean, this thing is like a giant metal slug. I mean, it's always bringing up the rear end, and it's just, its size is a problem, but I feel like more so the fact that it's just all bunched into, like, the front third. Like, that's the main part of this tank. And if you decide to, like, drive backwards, then you're not going to be able to have any sort of can depression, which on this vehicle is a real strength. I mean, 10 degrees of can depression is fantastic. Oh, tank. Was a tank. Technically, I guess a tank destroyer. Not really a tank. Oh, we have an enemy tank way off there in the distance. Had an enemy tank, and there we go. That is sniping with the Tog. I didn't get the sniper thing, though. It must have been just, well, you know what? Maybe it wasn't as far as I thought. The gun optics on this aren't bad. So I think realistically, this is probably going to be best as a sniper, but again, the big problem with it being a sniper is that you're not really going to be able to get to those sniping spots all too easily. It's just not that type of vehicle, you know? It's more of a meme tank, but, I mean, even in the dev blog it says this is more of a meme tank, oddly enough. So let's go ahead and play this in ground AB, because why the heck not, right? Ooh, only had a, didn't get a kill there. No biggie, no biggie. So, you might be wondering what this thing is all about. It only goes up to like 14.7 kilometers per hour in ground AB. So you're not really getting any sort of speed increase. You get like a few extra horsepower, a few hundred extra horsepower, but again, the end goal is the same. You're still going the same top speed, which really, really sucks. This is probably not going to hit. Okay, no biggie. Sometimes in ground AB, you really, well, in RB too, you have to aim. I hit this guy. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Got the Pack Puma! Oh, buddy! Holy guacamole! Oh, didn't get the kill. Didn't get the kill. Got the kill. Didn't get the kill! Oh no! Solid shot problems. Anyways, this whole, if you guys are wondering, this entire thing is, like, the reason why I'm playing this in AB is because, I mean, one, there's going to be, it's still relatively low VR. It's 5.3 VR, by the way, in AB, so people are going to play it in AB. But also, you know, I mean, I played 3 matches in RB, or put 3 matches into the gameplay video. I played a few more matches than that. But it's just overall a very fun vehicle, might be a good way to put it. And AB is a good way to have a lot of fun, in my opinion. Non-pen, that's stinky. So we have a Sherman there. Had a Sherman there, got myself a nice kill. Now, as you can tell, I did lower the amount of ammunition that I've carried. But again, I did confirm you cannot lower the amount of shells that you can carry for your smoke grenade. At least not yet, which sucks. Like, that is a huge detriment to this vehicle, unfortunately. Really big. Stroke 3. Got the gunner. Solid shot problems, man. Okay, got the kill. Very nice. And I am staying on this base for an extra second because I really need to get more ammunition. But thus far, I'm not doing too poorly. I got 3 kills, 3 assists. And again, this is going to be the last match in this gameplay, if you guys are wondering. But I've had a tremendous amount of fun with this vehicle. I think it's a lot more useful. It's a lot better than the Storm Tiga, you know, that a lot of people hopefully have, but if you don't worry about it. It's not that great of a vehicle. This vehicle actually feels useful, but again, the big problem with it is quite simply that you're just not going to be able to get to combat very quickly, unfortunately. And when you do a lot, ooh, that was ugly. And when you do a lot of the time, the match is going to be pretty much over, or not over, but it's just not going to be in as full swing as you might want. KV-1B, got the loader. And yes, that bomb did kill me. This thing is not at all impervious to bombs. In fact, actually, I've died to bombs numerous times in the making of this. It is not like the mouse, where it's like, oh, well, you can explode a 1,000-pound bomb somewhat close to it, and it's not going to die. This will die. It just doesn't have the armor to be able to defend itself against a bomb, unfortunately. Even a relatively small bomb, can still kill this thing about as close as it would a normal tank. Okay, we have an M24. Got the cannon breach. That will help me tremendously. We have a T-34 way off there in the distance. Should get the kill. 1 shot. Yes, I can. Now, again, I mean, like, the solid shot, in some ways, it's very powerful. But post-pen damage is lacking, and that is a very big problem, in my opinion. Because sometimes, especially, like, with a small, cramped vehicle, like a T-34, you will be able to annihilate it. But sometimes you can overpen. This doesn't really have the benefit of being able to blow up inside of a vehicle and have like a short fuse, so to speak, so that you don't really overpen with it. This is just not that way. So you really have to know your weak spots and, well, hope in a way that you get kind of lucky with it, too. Okay, we have a Panzer IV. That's not good. Panzer IVs can go through this thing. So many tanks can go right through this thing. But I got the kill. The Cheeto should hopefully be a relatively easy one to get. But again, this thing does not have enough armor where, like, you're immune to enemies where you don't have to worry about it. You know, like the mouse, for example, you can take a ton of shots. Not so much with this vehicle. I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, 1.3 kilometers. Yes, please. Now, my vertical cannon drive is shot, unfortunately. Got the kill. Okay. Here we go. Last man standing. We are fighting here. Let's do this, buddies. Okay, I just got shot from behind. Okay, got the loader and engine. Ooh, that's not good. Neither is that for him. Was that a bomb? That wasn't a bomb. Fire this one more time. Didn't get the kill, got the commander's. Ah! No! There we go, we got the kill. Now this is what, ooh, a martyr. Not gonna work on me, although I do have to cap this base because I've got like no ammo left. And this is one of the big problems. This is why I carried ammo, a good amount of ammo on this thing. Ooh, look at that! World War I tank action right there. But that is exactly why I carried as much ammunition as I did originally, because I feared that this sort of thing would happen. I've got 2 shells left, but I've got 11 kills. This is, again, the only match I've ever played with this in AB. I've done pretty okay, I'd like to think. It's a good tank in AB. Hey, Chi new buddy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna die. I didn't die! But my tank is pretty... This thing is still there. Now I'm dead. So that said, thanks so much for watching. If you don't mind, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. But either way, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.